Hello, everyone, and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Midwest Motorsports iRacing League. Tonight we're in the trucks, as you can see, at Las Vegas. Glad to have you with us. Thanks very much. I'm James J. Colin Huffman working the cameras. Josh Watt doing some race control. Also, will be racing, but he's running the broadcast as well. Right now, we have a couple more minutes of practice and then a 10-minute qualifying session. So we're going to be here a while. So far, we have 24 trucks entered and signed. So it's going to be a full field of trucks. Practice going on right now. As you can see, we are riding the James Olson. Getting some practice. Looks like it's an evening race. Under the lights at Las Vegas. Mile and a half. Wide open. Tri-oval. A pure tri-oval. There will be drafting. The trucks will be getting 3, sometimes 4 wide. Even in practice, they're not holding back. Lots of racing room, so we'll see how much contact we get. These trucks are pretty saucy. Hard racing. Close competition. Midwest Motorsports has 3 oval leagues and 1 road league. If you're interested in joining us, it's midwest-motorsports.com is our website. Get your phone handy. We're going to try to throw up a QR code here shortly and take you right to the website. Sign up. It will show you all the rules, give you a breakdown of the requirements as far as iRating and the tracks. You can look at the whole schedule, full season of trucks, probably where you start off, depending on your iRating. But everybody's a great group of guys here to have fun. Nobody takes it too seriously. However, we are racing for points, long season, midwest-motorsports.com, or scan the QR code on your screen and take you right to the website. The Road League is Tuesday nights. Trucks are on Fridays. Xfinity Saturday. And Cup on Sunday. Evenings. Qualifying just started. We have a track reset. Looks like Josh Watt's going to be first on the track. 10-minute qualifying session, fast lap. Obviously, we're going to go racing for 98 laps. 3 stages total. Stage breaks coming at lap 18 and lap 40. Final stage of 58 laps. There will be at least 1 pit stop, maybe 2. In car now with Joshua Watt. Josh is one of the admins, runs race control for the Road Series. Currently F3 cars. Next season GT4 cars just announced. So if you're a road racing fan, familiar with the GT4 category, join us on Tuesdays. If you're an oval NASCAR fan, we do have some road course races as well. Last week was Sonoma. Great race. So we're glad you're joining us. 10-minute qualifying session just got started. Minute and a half into it. We'll let everybody get a lap or so. We'll do a whole lap with Dustin Reinstedel. Very consistent racer, races all the leagues. Also runs our social media, Dustin Reinstedel in the truck. It's our track racer, track tour. We have an affiliation with Track Racer, so if you're in the market for a sim rig upgrade, maybe a monitor stand, Track Racer is the place to go. You can pull out your cell phone and scan the code Take you right to the Track Racer website via Midwest Motorsports. Help us help you. Las Vegas, the track from the driver's seat doesn't look very wide. However, when we get racing, you'll see there'll be 3, sometimes 4 wide. Tires will play a factor. I believe this is a high front tire where track, also fuel may play a factor as well. So have to keep an eye on how the cautions play out. Dustin Reinstedel goes right to the top. You were riding with him when it happened. Dustin Reinstedel 30.62 to Ryan Enlow 30.64. Funny enough, those were the 2 racing for the win down to the last lap last Friday at Sonoma on the road course. Ryan Enlow came out ahead on that deal. Right now, Dustin Reinstedel, your fastest time. So this is race 9 of 17, so we're right at the halfway mark. This is right where the points are kind of settling themselves out. Everybody's making it clear if they're fighting for it, if they have work to do. Leading the points is Justin Glockner. He's had no wins, 8 starts, so he's made all of the races. 31 points back is Ryan Sargent, who's missed a race. Andrew Miller, 3rd. Dustin Reinstedel, 4th. Justin Thaler, 5th. He's missed 2 races. Mark Cochran, 6th. And tied for 6th with Jordan Hatzovic. Ryan Enlow is 8th, and he's the first truck driver over 50 points outside of the lead in the championship standings. So, top 6, actually 7 since there's a tie for 6th. Top 7 cars, trucks, separated by less than 50 points in the championship. I think that says a lot about the competition halfway through the season. Nothing's changed up top. Dustin Reinstedel, Ryan Enlow, Gage Teft, and Norm Snyder, row 2. Good to see Norm up in the top. And that's a wrap for qualifying. Dustin Reinstedel, Ryan Enlow, row 1. Gage Teft, Norm Snyder, row 2. Albert Williams, Justin Glockner, row 3. Jordan Hastrovic, Aaron Holroyd, row 4. Hunter Jacques, James Olafson, row 5. Brett Vandehey, row 11. Brian Hoskins, Brett Vandehey is not row 11, P11. Brian Hoskins, 12th. Ryan Sargent, 13th. Ryan Latshaw, 14th. Brandon Morris, 15th. Justin Taylor, 16th. Everybody's coming to the grid. Robert Olafson, 17th. Josh Watt, 18. Bill Lance, 19. Sean Happick rounds out the top 20. David Uelhanen, Mark Cochran, Derek Catt, and Jason Gervais round out the field of trucks for the Midwest Motorsports iRacing League. Congratulations to Dustin Reinstedel. You the man. We're going to go racing for 98 laps. Fixed setup, 2 sets of tires in the pits, 0.7 on the fuel. Dustin Reinstedel, give you a little info about him as your pole winner. He's a golf coach in Pikeville, Kentucky. He's got his co-driver Dash, is a wiener dog. Mark Martin fan for the NASCAR series. Appreciate all that Dustin does for the league. Very active, posting screenshots. If you're watching and you're on the Discord, the Midwest Motorsports Discord, all of the screenshots on the screenshot thread, I won't say all of them because everybody can contribute if you want, of course. But every race, Dustin throws up some screenshots of important moments in every race. If you haven't been to the screenshots thread, you should. And when you see Dustin, give him a thumbs up or a fire or a like or however you like to show your appreciation on the Discord. Very active Discord. We appreciate everybody's involvement, making Midwest Motorsports what it is. An awesome place, safe place to just come, hang out, get your aggression out, get your arm pump going, turn your force speed back up a little bit, let some aggression out from the week. Friday night racing is in the trucks. I'm James J. It's my first year broadcasting. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Any criticism is always welcome. I'll take it on the chin. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to try something new, different. Calling the races. I love racing. From a racing family, I just can't get enough. And getting involved with this has been a lot of fun for me. I've met a lot of cool guys and gals through this process. So I appreciate you. Thanks for having me. Our Twitch stream, Rivenvale, run by Josh Watt, is usually live, almost always broadcast live on Twitch. So check out the description. Link will be in there. Twitch chat is always open. Lights are out on the pace car, so we're going to go racing. Once again, first caution is going to come up at lap 18. Who's calling a clean race to lap 18? I will not go that far. Let's see how far we can get. 18 laps, mile and a half, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The trucks have had the real NASCAR trucks have had 17 races here. Kyle Busch has won 4 of them. Let's see who wins the Midwest Motorsports Truck Race. Dustin Reinstedel has the field. We're green. Let's go racing. 37 of Gage, 77 of Gage Teft tucks right behind Dustin Reinstedel. Ryan Enlow stuck on the outside for now. Albert Williams sneaking up there. This is Albert Williams' first race. Looking good in the 81 truck. Running 4th right now, right on that white line. Ryan Enlow, your outside pole sitter. Just in front on the high side. Staying wide. Ryan Enlow tucks in now. Albert Williams, Jordan Hatchovic applying pressure. Here we have a replay of Gage Teft, the 77 in second. And the trucks even have reverse. So we're rewinding. Colin doing his best to keep up. Norm Snyder. All right, Norm is in the 28 truck, Abilene. We got trucks on the infield. Further back, 3 wide. Norm does a good job staying wide. Mark Cochran goes for a ride. We are under yellow. There's Gage Teft. We had cars all over, trucks all over the place. So I believe they threw a caution, but I believe Mark Cochran got stuck. Jason Gervais, like he's not even scoring at all. Everybody's 4 laps down, 3 laps down. Timing's going crazy. There's Mark Cochran in the pits. What's race control say? I can't quite read it. I'm a little glitchy. Norm Snyder riding with Norm. I thought Norm made it through clean. Mark Cochran is definitely involved. Trucks go around. But it's like Norm might have got really sideways. Regardless of what happened, here's a replay. Norm Snyder's in the 28 Abilene truck. Way up high, pretty sideways. Not sure why Mark Cochran was in the pits unless he's in the pits on purpose. But we're still riding with Lance too. Bill Lance. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Thanks for bearing with us, guys, while we sort it out. You are allowed to race and pass under the white line, so it's all good. Either way, 4 laps in, first caution. No harm, no foul. The good news is the green flag will fly again. It's not the first pole for Dustin Reinstedel, so glad to see him having another good race. See if he can move up in the points a little bit. Dustin got married last week. Congratulations, Dustin. A couple weeks ago now, he's back from his honeymoon. Everybody survived. He would not report how much alcohol was consumed over those few days, but all the congrats from everybody here at Midwest Motorsports to you, Dustin. It's all good. Lights are still on the pace car. The real Nash trucks. Kyle Busch has won 4 races. Austin Hill has won 2. A couple others have won 1 race. Truck stats. Lights are still on. The first truck race at Las Vegas was 1996. Jack Sprague won it. And inside now with Dustin Reinstedel. Conserving as much fuel as he can, that'll help. We know Dustin has a heavy right foot. Usually takes him to the front though, so putting it to good use once again tonight. Lights are out, so let's go green this time. They do choose. Everybody's on race comms, so kind of like a receiver. The leader will call inside or outside. Riding now with Albert Williams. Mr. New Guy, glad you're here with us. From Snellville, Georgia. Ride up 78 for me. Glad you're with us. And they're off. Dustin takes off again. Gage Teft in the 77 truck. Ryan Enlow in the W35 truck. Another new paint job for Ryan Enlow. Pretty awesome to see Ryan doing good things. Keeping that truck clean. Does not let Gage Teft sneak in this time. Riding now with Jordan Askovic in the 63. Looking up at the new guy, Mr. Williams. Everybody's still riding right on the white line for now. Headed on the back straight. And to turn 3. Dustin Reinstedt leading him around again. Big pressure from Ryan Enlow, just waiting for a mistake. Following the tracks, tire tracks, through the dog leg, the tri-oval. Into turn 1, a little bit less banking in turn 1, and turn 3, down the middle of the straightaway in the back. Gage Teft hanging right there with him. Got a 3-way fight for the lead. Single file so far. Down below the white line, taking the short route. Ryan Enlow in the 35. Incident between Glockner and Hunter Jock. Let's see what happens. 21 to 64. I see parts on the track. We're just in front of it now. Oh no. The Miller Light truck of Justin Glockner. And it just comes down right on the white line and right rears. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but Hunter Jock minding his own business down low in front. The sweet baby race truck. And George just thought he was going to go lower, I guess. Jordan's a great racer. I know he wouldn't do it on purpose. Definitely wasn't intentional, but sometimes when you get down on that apron, here it is once again. Hunter Jack on the inside, minding his own business. Doesn't go all the way down. Justin probably assumed that he was going to, and Hunter Jack has the right not to, but it's all good. Like, once again, no need to beat a dead horse, but just a slight error in judgment brings out caution number 2. But who's counting? Ryan Enlow currently 8th in points. After last week's win, moved up 5 spots. Second at Gateway. Unfortunately, he got disconnected and didn't finish the Charlotte Oval. He won the Rockingham Oval track race this year. Had a bad run at Richmond. We won't talk about that. Took a provisional at Chicago. New Hampshire wasn't his favorite track. Took a provisional at Daytona. So couple of provisionals already for Ryan Enlow. Running second right now, 8th in points, as we talked about. Definitely going to be a contender as we run the rest of the season out. So keep an eye on the 35 truck. I've enjoyed watching him. I've also enjoyed watching Gage Teft. I'm glad Colin's keeping an eye on the 77. Gage has been running well also. Currently 18th in points, 125 points back is Gage. Took a provisional last week at the road course. Did Gage Teft in the 77 truck. He actually won the Gateway race. Finished 7th at the Daytona. Top 5 at Rockingham. So that's why Gage is looking for some more points tonight. Ryan Inlow's got that W.GG livery working tonight. Gage Teft is the 77 Chenko. And your leader, Dustin Reinstettel, in the 11. I've seen his sponsor. And of course, I can't see it right off the top of my head. My eyes are getting old, but we'll get there. Working lap 13. Remember, we have a stage break at 18. So 14, we're going to have a 4-lap dash for this extra point. 1 point, there it is, Garza Law Firm. 1 point for the stage win, added to your championship. Points total. All right, let's go racing for 4 laps to hand out a championship point. Biggest mover so far is Brandon Morris in the 39 truck, currently 7th after starting 15th. Gage Teft in the 77 is the fastest lap of the night so far, 30.403. Full fuel. Dustin Reinstettel chooses the inside as we're coming to the green. Restart zone. Right there, inside the restart zone, he lets him rip. Grabs the gear, heads down to turn 1. Side by side for second, Gage Teft and Ryan Inlow. Ty Williams and Jordan Ashkovic. Jordan Ashkovic on the inside for 4th. Gage Teft slips into 2nd. And Ty Williams now getting pressure from Aaron Holroyd. Aaron Holroyd in the 75 truck, 73 truck. Ryan Inlow wants that spot back, looking inside of Gage Teft. That on the inside, right behind Dustin Reinstettel. Gage Teft on the outside all by himself now. After Dustin, we're 2 wide for 2 rows. Side by side, going down the Nella straightaway. Nice arc into turn 3. Gage Teft getting pressure from Aaron Holroyd. Aaron Holroyd looking inside. Right on the bumper of Ryan Inlow, now looking inside of Ryan. Really tight line. Not enough arc. Gage Teft does a good job leaving Aaron Holroyd a lot of room. Looking 3 wide, going into 3. For 5th. And they fan out a little bit. Headed to the tri-oval. Everybody dipping below that white line. Onto the apron. Transition back up after the stripe. Stage yellow. That's the stage. Dustin Reinstettel. Give him another point. Dustin's got the W logo on his trunk also. Dustin Reinstettel, your stage winner. Once again, pole winner, stage winner. All right, I believe everybody should come into pit. It is a competitive pit stop though, so you can short fill if you want. You can take 2, you can take 4, you can take none. Either way you go. Let's see how they come out of the pits. You could stay out if you choose. First pit stop of the day, and everybody comes in. Tough break for Mark Cochran. Dustin Reinstedel comes out. Gage Teff second, Ryan Enlow third, Aaron Holroyd fourth, Jordan Haskovic fifth, Brandon Morris sixth. Looking good for stage one. And I want to see if we got our pole sitter and our stage one winner, Dustin Reinstedel. You got us, Dustin?
I got you loud and clear.
Hey, man, great job so far. A lot of action behind you, but seems once the flag goes green, you put the hammer down and don't look back. Is that what's happening?
A lot of mirror driving for sure. The draft here is pretty intense. It's kind of hard to get away until these tires start wearing, which probably won't see until after the second stage. So it'll be fun for the next probably 40 laps for sure.
Right on, right on. I see you're hugging that white line's been your best friend and taking it down on the apron. Is the transition rough going from the track to the apron and back?
No, you honestly have to just make sure that you don't clip the grass, because I've gotten pretty close definitely on that little shootout there. I got pretty close to clipping it. If you clip it, you're done, and if you're in the lead, you're taking everybody out. So
Right on, right on. Well, I know you got the best seat in the house, so you can see it before everybody else does. Good job, Dustin. Congratulations on the pole and the first stage. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you again.
absolutely, thank you.
Thank you. Dustin Reinstedel. He's out of here. Very cool to talk to everybody in between stages. We have a couple more laps. We gather the field up. It's the race now to stage 40. You heard it from Dustin. The draft is going to play a big part. '64 of Hunter Jacques is showing, or he's at least physically in front of Dustin right now. Maybe Hunter stayed out. See if I can scroll over the timing. I think he must have stayed out. Timing and scoring shows him 19th, but we'll let it all work out. Could be just a glitch on the TV as well. So things are not always as they seem. Dustin Reinstedel now your leader. Hunter Jack was last car on the lead lap. And now he finds his spot. Lights are out at the pace car. Just trying to describe what I'm seeing on the TV, so appreciate you guys bearing with us. But we got some good looking trucks. Everybody's been hitting up trading paints pretty hard or learning how to do their own custom paint. It's very cool to see all the different colors. And as they change, Dustin Reinstedel is going to bring the field to green. Once again, takes the inside. Aaron Holroyd was looking racy earlier. Jordan Haskovic definitely looking up, looking fast today. Will do. All right, let's go racing. Field's on you. There's the restart zone. Hammer down. Dustin takes off the 73 truck of Aaron Holroyd. Gets a good jump on Jordan Haskovic. Now threatening Gage Teff. However, Jordan Haskovic takes the inside line. Goes back in front. Maybe a slight lift from Aaron. Let it all play out. Not wanting to be too aggressive too early. Gage Teff almost gets his left rear taken out. But Jordan Haskovic moves him up the track. They're slicing and dicing behind him. Who's that? Is that the one truck of Ryan Sargent? All black. Not going to catch the Midnight Rider. Ryan Sargent in the one truck. But yeah, don't look now. Dustin Reinstedel and Ryan Enlow doing some bump drafting. trying to pull away from everybody. So, hey, let's get out, keep it clean, and race each other later. Two Toyotas sticking together, literally and figuratively. Dustin Reinstedel and Ryan Enlow fighting for the lead. Jordan Haskabek and Aaron Holroyd have both gotten around gauge theft. Ryan Sargent in the one truck up 7 spots to 6th. Oh, look, Brett Vandehey takes 6th away from Ryan Sargent. The leaders working their way around the track. Brian Hoskins and Ryan Sargent slicing and dicing too. Mark Cochran takes the inside. Thanks, Mark. We appreciate you letting the leaders go by. Ryan Sargent dropping back now, all the way back to 9th. Here's Justin Taylor. Let's ride with Justin for a little while. Mark Cochran again right in front of Justin's locked down. There's Brandon Morris in the 39 Conway truck. Riding with Justin Taylor. The cool Castrol Ford. Looking up ahead at Brandon Morris. Good to see Brandon Morris again running up front. Justin Taylor in the 00. Gage theft getting pressure. Albert Williams in the 81. They're racing everywhere. Justin Taylor trying to get around the one of Ryan Sargent. Gets a lot of speed. Ryan Sargent comes up for the block. Justin Taylor gives him a bump drive. All over the bumper. Oh, they didn't touch. There's a lot of movement. Justin Taylor sets up Ryan Sargent for the crossover move. Justin Taylor now with the inside line, drops below the apron. And Ryan Sargent had a good couple of laps, drops back to 11th, getting pressure from Bill Lance. Bill Lance has a new paint. Haven't seen that one yet from Bill. Glad Bill's racing. 73 truck, Aaron Holroyd on the inside of Ryan Enlow for his 2nd spot. Now looking for Dustin Reinstedtel's draft. Dustin has no choice but to take the low line. Very shallow entry for Aaron Holroyd. It's going to cost him in the middle of the corner. Ryan Enlow gets it around the outside now. Not enough momentum to get all the way around Aaron Holroyd. Aaron Holroyd moving up. Making his presence known. Nice move. Aaron Holroyd's up 6 spots. Qualified 8th and 2nd. Looking inside of Dustin now. Ryan Enlow follows Holroyd. I'm sorry. Yeah, Holroyd. Ryan Enlow pushes Holroyd past Dustin. Dustin didn't duck, just has to let him go for now. Right behind him with Ty Williams and Jordan Haskabek. But up front is Aaron Holroyd, new leader, 73. Ryan Enlow just hadn't quite had a chance to get all the way up front by himself yet. But he has not dropped back. Dustin Reinstedel continues to fall. Down 6th now, outside the top 5. With faster trucks coming up behind him. Gather it up, Dustin. Dustin's truck been driving much like clean air, because once he got dirty air, he dropped like a rock. Brandon Morris on the outside now. The battle for 6th. The battle for the lead. Looks like Ty Williams takes over. Aaron Holroyd and Ty Williams going at it, side by side. Ty Williams, while we were watching Dustin drop back, Ty Williams said, I'll take somebody's draft, whoever's next. all good. Oh, I thought Holroyd was in the wall there. Looks like he lost the front end. The front tires do wear faster than the rears on here, so you see some guys starting to ride a high line, work the wall a little bit more. Maybe not so much in the trucks, but we'll see how it plays out. Gage Teft and Jordan Hatchevick fighting it out for 5th right now. All alone now, Jordan Hatchevick for 5th. 55 of Brian Hoskins looking for a way around. But yeah, don't look now. Ty Williams out to a full second lead. '63 truck, Jordan Hatchevick looking for a way around Gage Teft again. Gage slides up to block him. Nice racing. Brian Hoskins in the 55. Looking for the long way around. Looks like Aaron Olroyd's dropping back. Aaron Olroyd's continuing to drop. He had to hit something. Ty Williams in the lead now, almost 2 seconds. Gage Teft in the 77. Look at Enlow right behind him. 2 seconds behind your leader. Brian Hoskins in 4th now. I'd love to find out what happened to Aaron Holroyd in the 73. The 25 of Brett Vandehey. Right behind Ryan Enlow now. As Gage Teft drops down to block the low line. They go around the lap truck of Bart Cochran. Gage Teft in the 77, green and black, green and white. Ryan Enlow in the white and blue 35. Missed the pit lane. Does he make it for the commitment cone? Yes, he did. We'll see if he made it in time for race control. Pit lane is closed 2 laps before the stage break. A lot of guys choosing to pit. That may have been what happened to Holroyd. I'm sorry if I got excited there. I just saw his name dropping while we were watching the side-by-side battle. But Holroyd had definitely jumped out to a lead. I'm surprised he didn't take the extra championship point. But we are still headed to the stage finish now. Gage Teft in the lead. Not this lap, but the next lap. The end of lap 40, I believe, will give us the stage winner. So Brett Vandehey wants his championship point also. Oh, stage yellow. All right, that's that. Lap 39 complete. Throw the yellow. Gage Teft, stage winner. Cool looking paint livery. Even got his helmet decked up. Nice win for the stage 2, the Vegas race. "25-year-old from Strasburg, Virginia, now comes in for the pit. Everybody who did not pit before the stage break will now come in and get their tires and fuel, lose some track position. Watching everybody pit. We'll see who takes over the lead. I believe it might be or pole sitter, but we'll see how it plays out once everybody comes out of the pits and around. David Ulehagen in the number 5. Patriotic truck looks good. James Olson in the number 9, another patriotic paint scheme. Gage Teft making his way out of the pit lane exit. Still under the stage yellow. We'll see if Gage wants to come in and have a chat after winning that. There's definitely some exciting times there. Gage has been running front all afternoon. Gage Teft is your stage winner in the 77. I'll let him come around once again and click the timing screen. Get around some lappers, let race control sort out the race positions. Black flags for passing under yellow. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few resets, so it wouldn't surprise me if we have an extra lap or two of yellow as race control gets it sorted out. We do have dedicated race control for every race at Midwest Motorsports. So if you see a Midwest Motorsports admin during your Discord chats, please tell them thank you. You really don't want me to sing for you, maybe work on some background music. In the future, or maybe even a co-broadcaster if anybody's interested, or if you know somebody that knows somebody, hit us up on the broadcast channel. I'm James Jay, Helen Huffman. Any of the admins will get you in touch with us. Lights are out on the pace car. So it looks like Gage Teft is going to keep the lead. Or Dustin, maybe Dustin chooses the outside. But here we are. Either way, the green flag is going to go in the air, and they're going to step on the gas. And I'm going to get excited because we're racing again. Very cool paint job, Gage. Shinko. I believe that's a diecast company. Shinko Diecast. Check them out. And fire coming out of the pipes means the raw fuel is lit up, pushed out. Gage Teft steps on it. And Dustin, or does he? Yeah, I didn't like that order. Something's funky with the pit stops. They're going to have to take a couple extra. The guys that pitted first should have come out ahead of the stage finishers. Unless they also came into pit. All of them is the only way Gage could still be the lead. Unless he put them a lap down while they were getting fuel, which might be a possibility. But that's why I'm a broadcaster, and that's why I'm not in race control. That's why Justin or race control or whoever's doing race control tonight gets paid the big bucks. Not me. And shout out to Colin Huffman, working all the great cameras that you're seeing now, riding inside of Dustin Reinstedel and Gage Taft. Hammers down. We're racing again. Brandon Morris in the blue 39 in second. Dustin Reinstedel in the 11 made his way back to third. Looking on the inside of Brandon Morris. Dustin Reinstedel letting it rip. Down low, no lift. Now moving up in front of Brandon, looking for the back bumper to draft off of. Gage Taft, he finds him. Brandon Morris hanging strong, not past him yet. Ryan Sargent in fourth. Ryan Latshaw in fifth. New name to me. They're racing 3 and 4 wide behind him. We're watching Dustin Reinstedel and Brandon Morris and Ryan Sargent try to get around Gage Taft. Gage Taft slings it down hard on the apron. Brandon Morris staying strong. Ryan Sargent now inside of Brandon, looking for Dustin Reinstedel's bumper. Dustin doing a good job of positioning his truck, taking a shallower arc on entry into turn 3 and 4. But right on the bumper of Gage Taft. Stays low. Ryan Sargent not quite clear of Brandon Morris. Sees it just in time. Gage Taft does a good job of opening up the entry there. Thanks for the chopper cam. Kind of like watching this 4-way battle for the lead. What do you think? Dustin Reinstedel right up on the bumper. Ryan Sargent looking hard. Brandon Morris doing a good job. Mark Cochran doing a good job of staying out of the way. Provides a little bit of a draft. A little dirty air there, but Mark Cochran doing a great job. The best he can considering what he's working with. And full credit to you, Mark Cochran, for hanging in there. Good road racer, was up in front last week. I hadn't quite figured Vegas out yet. But don't look now, Dustin Reinstedel has a good run on Gage. Gives him a little shove as they cross the stripe. Ryan Sargent in the one truck. I know these guys are all friends. Off the track, on the track are competitors. Very clean racing so far. We are on lap 50 now. Dustin Reinstedel crossing over, almost on the grass that he was talking about earlier. Let's see if he stays clear of the grass. Dustin Reinstedel all the way inside. What a move. Ryan Sargent now also wants to take advantage. New leader, 11, Dustin Reinstedel. Ryan Sargent are hot on his tail. Gage Taft hanging strong on the outside for now. Brandon Morris not gone yet. Mark Cochran a couple laps down, but hanging right in there. So we know Mark is fast. He had a bad first lap. Something happened. Sorry we missed it, Mark, but definitely see that you got the speed too. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. Brandon Morris in the blue 39. Looking for a way around Gage Taft in the 77. That would be third place. Maybe that's the 36 truck. I could be totally mistaken there. Ryan Latshaw. I'm going to have to send a greeting card to Mark Cochran and apologize. I think he had a similar paint scheme last week, so. Look at Ryan Latshaw, the 36. Mark Cochran in the 93. Yeah, where's 36? There he is. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. All right, I haven't lost my mind yet. Well, maybe I have, but all good. Riding again with Gage Taft. Thank you for saving me from myself. Gage Taft and Braden Morris fighting it out for third, while Dustin Reinstedt and Ryan Sargent fight it out for the lead. Ryan Enlow wants some of Brandon Morris now, too. He's in a 35 truck, showing a lap down. So it looks like those guys did go a lap down, the ones that came into pit before the stage. And they are in the mix. Fast trucks decided to pit early, got trapped a lap down by Gage. That's so interesting. I'd love to try to talk to race control after the race too to find out what's going on, or maybe even the next caution break, if possible. But look at Gage Taft, holding strong. Brandon Morris right behind him, all single file, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got the lap truck of Ryan Enlow, and then the 36 of Ryan Latshaw. David Uelhanen showing 6th. On the track, much further back. One, two, three, four. We're going to the end. No more stage cautions. It's going to take a pit cycle for everybody to get back on the same page. It's going to be so interesting to find out how this plays out. I'm showing 8 cars on the lead lap right now. Here we go. Some guys are pitting. Latshaw in the 36 pits. Or does he? It's all good. We'll stay focused out on the track. Action on the track. Dustin Reinstedt, Ryan Sargent, Gage Taft, and Braden Morris. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is showing the race for the lead. Got 5 trucks on the lead lap right now. Crazy. Las Vegas, roll the dice, baby. Maybe somebody has to stop an extra time. Maybe somebody's going to be able to go all the way after this. 50 is halfway, so you got to be crazy to go 50 laps on a tank. I don't think that's possible. So remember, everybody stopped on stage 1. So that means 80 laps, 40 and 40. I don't know. We'll see. .64 on the inside of Brian Enlow. That's Hunter Jacques. Round he goes. Ryan Enlow, look like he was trying to come into pits. Don't know if he made it. Big lock up. Justin Glockner also with another. Let's see if he made it. I don't know if he definitely crossed the line. He's sideways coming in the pits. Nice move, Ryan Enlow. Makes it before the commitment cone. Definitely crosses the white line, but misses the commitment cone. Look out sideways. He's got 20 degrees of yaw. Madness. Ryan Enlow sideways, causing a heart attack for the guy behind him. Enlow still sideways as he was gathering it up, coming and tank slapping. I'm not even going to try to call what I'm seeing right now or call any races. I'm just going to say that pit lane is crazy. Dustin Reinstedt pits. Smart move, pit when the other guys were pitting. Gage Taft on his way out. Ryan Enlow was the first one to pit that was, well, he was a lap down. He was running, so we'll see how it all shakes out when they get back around and get 2 more laps or so. There goes Mark Cochran getting one of his laps back. And Norm Schneider also getting one of his laps back. I think they've trapped Ryan Enlow a lap down, though. David Ullane is still showing the last one on the lead lap. Ty Williams now the last car on the lead lap. So Ryan Enlow is a lap down. 77 Gage Depth is your leader. Ryan Enlow is the first truck a lap down. I can't call it. We're going to let it play out. There's Brandon Morrison at 39. I know he's running third right now. Chasing down Ryan Sargent. Ryan Sargent with the new fast lap of the race, 30.39. Brandon Morrison, the 39 truck, looking for a way around Ryan Sargent. That's the battle for second. Working lap 65. Battle for second. Ryan Sargent protects low. Don't look now. Dustin Reinstedel right behind you. Brandon Morris tries to cross over Ryan. Gets a better run going down the backstretch. Drops down low. Ryan Sargent says hi. Dustin Reinstedel says peekaboo, here I am. On you, inside you. Brandon Morris drops down low to protect the inside line. Dustin Reinstedel side by side with Ryan Sargent. Dustin Reinstedel in the silver and black, number 11. Ryan Sargent in the all black, number 1. Chasing down Brandon Morris, who has moved up into second. All of this action happening 2 seconds behind your leader, Gage Teft, and a black and green truck. Like one lap truck in between. Side by side again, or still should I say. Highline able to stay at the throttle a little bit longer. Use a little bit less tire. Much bigger radius. They spread out for the corners. Ryan Sargent got to have some momentum. Dustin Reinstedel slides up. Completes the pass. Brandon Morris now only less than a second away from Gage Teft after being almost 2 seconds away. Dustin Reinstedel and Ryan Sargent lost almost a full second battling that. 60, working lap 69 now. $29 to go. Showing 8 cars on the lead lap. Jordan Haskovic, the first truck a lap down. A lot of guys that were running up front are a lap down the way that pit cycle played out. Gage Teft crosses the line again in the lead. Brandon Morris, though, reeling him in. I gotta say, Brandon Morris is flying tonight in that Conway, the blue Conway number 39. Had a real good run at Daytona, beginning from what I remember. Brandon Morris looking for a way around Gage Teft. Looking on the outside now. Brandon Morris, hammer down. Side by side with lap traffic ahead. And no, that's Glockner. Your points leader up ahead does not want to go a lap down. The leaders are fighting side by side behind him. Ryan Enlow, a lap down. No, Ryan Enlow's on the lead lap. Just barely. Brandon Morris gets around him. completes the pass. Gage Teft has been lagging a little bit, disappearing and coming back, and disappearing and coming back. So, like that might have a little bit of connection issue for Gage Teft. I don't know if that's affecting his on-track speed, but Ryan Enlow fighting hard to stay on the lead lap, but Brandon Morris shows that he's the faster truck even now. What a move. Brandon Morris. This is his 6th race with us this year. Only one top 5. That was New Hampshire, finished 4th. Everything else outside the top 10. But tonight, looking good. Still early. I don't want to jinx it. Because Dustin Reinstedel coming back on Gage Teft. Gage puts Ryan another lap down, so Gage Teft in second. Puts Ryan in low. One lap down. We're watching Dustin Reinstedel try to really engage Teft. Brandon Morris has checked out. Almost a full second now. Good for Brandon. Bad for everybody else. Field really spreading apart now. Spread out all over the track. $23 to go. Longest green flag of any oval race so far. Dustin Reinstedel doing the best he can. We got movers and shakers as guys are coming into pit once again. Ryan Latshaw goes into pits. Jordan Askovic, Joshua Watt, Robert Olson, Norm Snyder all pit. I'm not sure if Brandon has to. I think he's probably going to have to pit again. Gage Teft. Also, Dustin Reinstedel, Ryan Sargent, James Ellison, and David Ulehanen. Top 6 cars on the lead lap now. Thanks, Jordan. Doesn't make Gage work too hard at it. Gage Teft in second. Still blinking. Yeah, there he is, Brandon Morris. Just turning laps, 20 to go. You know he's got to stop. I'm 90% sure. Here he is in the pits, 20 to go. Ran it out as long as he could. Now let's see if Gage Teft and Dustin Reinstedel can run out some fast laps here. And then the longer they go, the shorter their stop is going to be because they'll need less fuel to make it to the end. So let's see if Brandon Morris played strategy just right. Gage Teft comes in. Jordan Askovic stays out. Dustin Reinstedel comes in. So 20 to go. That's the magic number. Let's see how many trucks, if any, unlap themselves. Brandon Morris should come out in the lead still. One lap less of fuel. Everybody else not wanting to risk a caution to come out. There he is, Ryan Sargent, getting his last drops of fuel. Here comes Brandon Morris around turn 4, past the pit entrance. Let's see, Gage Teft is on the track. Dustin Reinstedt's on the track. They're building up speed on the acceleration lane. Let's see where Brandon Morris goes by Ryan Sargent, goes by Dustin. Still got looking for Gage. There's Gage, Brandon Morris, the leader with 18 to go, hoping for no yellows. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Brandon Morris doing his best to win his first Midwest Motorsports iRacing truck race. That's a pretty exciting last stage here. If you're sitting on the Chesterfield at home. Oh, and the wall, all by himself. That's not going to help his lap time. He just wanted to test out the safer barrier. Gage Teft has got to have some momentum on him now. His lead went from 0.9 of a second to now under a tenth of a second. Gage Teft still glitching. Oh my gosh. Justin Glockner, the sandwich, the meat in the sandwich of the leaders. Brandon's got to be killing himself. Oh, I would not want to be Brandon Morris's neighbor right now. Probably hear him down the street screaming at his screens. But Gage Teft, your new leader, after Brandon Morris played it perfect, just for whatever reason, I don't know if there was a lapper that made him take a different arc or held him up. Anyway, his fronts might be starting to wear out if he's still on a really old set of tires. Like we mentioned, the fronts tend to go out here before the rears. So if anything, you could just lose the front end and go right up to the wall. There it is, Brandon Morris all by himself. Well, that was the pass. I'd like to see one lap before. Yeah, thanks. When he keep going back, if you can, when he's up in the wall in the safer barrier, what happened before that? So there he is all by himself, Brian Enlow in front of him. So he's trying to do the Kyle Larson and sling it up high and just jumps the cushion into the wall and can't get off the wall. Jumped the cushion, went all the way down to almost 5,500 RPM, lost all its speed. It's not over yet, though. It's not over till it's over. There it is, 7,000 plus coming on the exit of turn 2. 7,200. Let's see how down the RPMs go. Yeah, 7,000, maybe 6,900. And he was all the way almost down below 6,000 RPM. So he definitely lost probably 10, 15 mile an hour at least. What happened to Brandon Morris? You may never know. Gage Teft, your leader. Dustin Reinstedtl 1.2 seconds back. Ryan Enlow in between Dustin Reinstedtl and Brandon Morris. I don't know if Ryan Enlow's going to give Brandon a bump draft or he's just going to sit in his slipstream. Oh, I hate it for Brandon Morris. Coming up on 10 to go. Gage Teft, your leader. Shenko diecast truck, 77 in the lead. Takes it away from Brandon Morris. You got to be in place to take advantage of opportunity when it comes. And Gage Teft was that guy tonight. Thank you, number 9. James Olafson, appreciate you. Enlow goes high to let Dustin by. Thanks, Ryan. Top 3 trucks on your screen. Gage Teft, Brandon Morris, and Dustin Reinstedel. The race for the lead. It's going to be hot and heavy. 8 to go, coming to the stripe. I missed the W.GG 10 to go, but there it was. If you want 10% off of your W.GG Jitterless Energy drink, use the code MM_iRacing for 10% off at W.GG. Right now, don't go anywhere. Don't take your eyes off the screen. I hope everybody has enough fuel. I hope they keep it clean. We are going to have a race in the last 7 laps at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. If you're a gambling man, put your bets in now. Dustin Reinstedel looking on the outside of Brandon Morris. Dustin's going to take a wide arc into turn number 1. Brandon hangs down low. Dustin carries a little more speed. Rides up a little bit. Turn 3, I should say. Sorry. Going through the tri-oval. Brandon Morris loses second. Dustin Reinstedel's on a mission, trying to hunt him down. Can he do it? No pressure on Gage Teft. Dustin is just flying. Gage holding too tight of a line, I think, and losing a little bit of speed on the corner exit. It's all about being smooth, and Dustin Reinstedel is definitely smooth. Again, Gage Teft trying to take the tighter line, but at the same time binding up his truck and losing any momentum he might have. Dustin Reinstedel's thinking about a crossover with 5 to go. Fakes him out. Here comes Brandon Morris. Carries all the momentum. Does he have enough to get in the lead? No, but he does get side by side with Dustin now. So Dustin has to reconsider. This gives Gage a little bit of breathing room. Brandon Morris leaving Dustin some room. Great racing here. Brandon Morris wants it back. Dustin Reinstedel holds strong. Gage Teft again, hanging a little tight. Dustin lets it drift up a little bit. Starts to increase the RPMs little by little. 1 lane high. Turn 3 they come. Thank you, lap truck. I believe that was Ryan Sargent. Nope, it wasn't. Either way, Dustin Reinstedel, 3 to go. Looking outside. Everybody steering clear. We thank you very much. This is one heck of a race. It's been a long green flag run. It's come down to these last 3 laps. Gage Teft has it. Dustin Reinstedel wants it. Brandon Morris wants it more. Dustin Reinstedel with a little bit of a run now. Looking outside, can't make it stick. Brandon Morris is going to be the benefactor of a double draft. Here we ride along with Dustin Reinstedel. Dustin on the outside. 2 to go, coming to the white. This is it for the race win. Last lap. Gage Teft side by side with Dustin Reinstedel into turn 1. Brandon Morris with nowhere to go. Gage Teft holds him off. He does not run him high yet. Dustin leaves him room. Dustin tries to crossover. He blocks. Gage Teft goes down. Now he reacts and goes up high and ghosts at the same time and disappears. Dustin has to lift because he doesn't know where he is. And that's your winner, Gage Teft. He's going to take it to the flag. Dustin Reinstedel second, Brandon Morris third. Ryan Sargent's going to come through fourth. And in his first night with the Midwest Motorsports League, Ty Williams going to be in the top 5. Justin Reinstead going to give him a little tap. Atta boy. Nice racing, Gage. He did not make any mistakes. Brought it home. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. What a race. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Hopefully, we can get Gage in for an interview. We're trying our hardest. Uh, I feel bad for Brandon Morris. I'd love to talk to him. Gage Teft is your winner tonight. There's your it is. Qualified results. I would love to see the race results. But Gage Teft, your winner tonight. Very cool. Congratulations, Gage. Let's see if we can get him in the booth. I think he's done. Got out of his suit, got his straps off and helmet off, and still smelling like tire smoke from doing those burnouts. What do you think, Gage? How'd you do out there?
That was a battle of saving fuel. That was a lot of fun.
It looked like it was a lot of fun up on my end too. I know. Let's see. The Brandon Morris kind of had something happen, got up in the wall, maybe going around somebody, and I thought you were like a second behind him, and you were able to reel him in and passed him clean, and then here comes Dustin too, and for 15 or 20 laps, you guys were going at it. What were you thinking when you were in the front?
Uh, Hold the low line and don't give it up. I know how hard it is to pass on the outside, and I know how good, especially Dustin is. He's a really good driver. Brandon's good too. So I just wanted to keep it in front of them, keep it down low, and protect what I had.
You did it, man. Congratulations, Gage. I know it's not your first win, but I tell you, it was a lot of fun up here watching. I know Dustin got beside you a couple of times there, and you were able to hold it tight. It's really cool to race side by side with somebody like that, right?
Oh, 100%. I think it's not racing unless you're racing somebody side by side. Otherwise, it's just driving around in single file.
Sure. Well, thanks for putting on a show, man. Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Uh, just want to say thank you. I know the owner of my sponsor, District Clean, was watching tonight. So thank you to him. Thank you to Shinko Custom Diecast for riding along every week, as well as Small Budget Racing. Always happy to have them on the truck and appreciate everybody out there. It was a fun race.
It looked like it was a lot of fun, and I heard you had a little help from your co-pilot Biscuit there. Tell us about Biscuit.
Yeah, he's hanging out behind me. He just likes to sit and watch, but he's a good little dog. He perches up and watches the races as I'm going. So hopefully it's as fun for him as it is for me.
All right. Well, thanks again for putting on the show for us tonight, Gage. We'll look for you next week.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Gage. Congratulations. There you have it. Gage Teft. There's the race results. It's official. Gage Teft, your winner. Dustin Reinsettle second. Brandon Morris third. Ryan Sargent fourth. And the new guy, Ty Williams, in P5. Pretty crazy how everything worked out there with the pit stops. Don't forget to go to Track Racer. There's the QR code on the left. Get you some new cool kit sim rig gear and Midwest-motorsports.com. If you want to sign up, join our Discord, come iRacing with us. We'd love to have you. As you can tell, it's a lot of fun racing, and our doors are always open for a good time. All right, for James J, I'm James J. For calling up and working the cameras, Josh White on the broadcast. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for Xfinity, Saturday for Cup, Tuesday for GT4 if you want to come watch some more trucks. Next Friday, we'll be here. See you next time.